Bringing your baby home. How to prepare. For 9 months, you've been eagerly awaiting your baby's arrival. You've probably lost count of the number of parenting books, blogs, and magazines you've read to prepare you for what's to come. Then skip past the birth because that can be a very tough day, and you're now left with this tiny, beautiful miracle. You can hardly believe you created something so perfect. It's like nothing else in the world exists the minute your infant is placed into your arms. You're swept away by pure joy for an hour or two. Then it hits you. You're going to have to leave this perfect, blissful cocoon with all these helpful nurses and doctors. Now, it's time to bring your baby home, and in that moment, nothing sounds more terrifying. Preparing to leave the hospital. Assuming you've given birth to your little one in a hospital, there's a few things you'll need to do before you leave. Now, first of all, don't feel pressured into leaving right away. Firstly, and most importantly, don't let yourself feel rushed into leaving. Now, this doesn't mean getting back into the bed and refusing to leave because you're not ready. As tempting as that may be, the truth is, you'll never be 100% ready to leave the comfort of the hospital and go it alone. It's always going to be terrifying. However, what it does mean is that you should stay and ask as many questions as you need to. For example, when will your little one need their first checkup? Do you need any advice on settling them in? The doctors and nurses are there to help and ease your worries. If you take the time to ask questions, it will make the journey home a lot less worrying. Also, make sure you and your baby are dressed appropriately. You're going to want to change into some comfortable clothing before you leave. Don't expect to fit into your pre-pregnancy clothes yet. Instead, pack loose-fitting clothing, especially pants with an elasticized waistline. Once you've gotten yourself dressed, it's time to dress your baby too. It's really important here to ensure you do not overdress your baby. To you, they're probably fragile, helpless, and you'll instinctively want to wrap them up to keep them warm. However, newborns are actually a lot warmer than you might think. Therefore, wrapping them up in multiple layers can cause them to overheat. Obviously, if it's really cold outside, you'll want to wrap them up a little bit more, but in normal warm weather, thick blankets are needed. And of course, you can ask whoever's there for their opinion as well. They'll be able to help you out and ensure the outfit is appropriate. So leaving the hospital. The actual logistics of getting your baby from the hospital to the car is something you might not have given much thought to. Did you know, for example, that many hospitals won't let you leave with your baby until they are secured safely in a carrier? You can't just walk out with your baby in your arms. They need to be safe and secure. And of course, this sounds obvious, but they do have regulations and restrictions on this, and they're going to check to make sure. For the drive home, you're also going to need to strap your baby safely into a rear-facing car seat. Regardless of how short the drive may be, it's illegal and unsafe to carry your baby in your arms during the journey as much as you might want to. Your first day at home. Once you've arrived safely back at home, you'll be overwhelmed by the number of people who want to stop by. Everyone is desperate to meet your new baby, but it's really important to hold off having too many visitors until you settle in and comfortable. It's a really emotional time bringing your baby home, and many parents don't realize just how mixed up their emotions can be. Without adequate time to settle in and find your bearings, you could end up being overwhelmed by it all. You'll typically find your newborn sleeps a lot during the first day or two. This is an excellent chance for you to catch up on some much needed sleep. Remember, you're going to have a lot of sleepless nights, so you need to rest and recover as much as possible while you still have the chance. Knowing when to call a doctor. It's extremely common for new parents to constantly worry about their baby's health. Many even have their doctor on speed dial. To prevent frequent calls to your pediatrician or doctor, it helps to know exactly when you should seek help. These are just a few of the main reasons you'll need to call a doctor, and definitely aren't all of them. For example, your baby's rectal temperature reaches 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or more, and we'll have a link for these thermometers in the description if you want to pick one up now. There's blood in your little one's poop or vomit. They are showing signs of dehydration. You find it really difficult to wake them up. They can't keep any fluids down, or they're having trouble breathing. Again, these are just some of the main signs to watch out for. However, don't be afraid to call the doctor if you suspect something is genuinely wrong. They would much rather you give them a call to ease your mind. Overall, bringing your little one home for the first time can be frightening. The thing to remember is that you're not alone. All parents have the same worry, and nobody knows what they are really doing, even after reading countless parenting books. Parenthood is a learning curve which starts even before you leave the hospital, and only gets more interesting and rewarding as time goes on. Have any stories to tell? We know bringing your baby home can be an interesting and exciting time, and undoubtedly a memorable experience. We'd love it if you'd share yours with us. That's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, we'd really appreciate it if you'd click the like button to let us know, as well as hopping on over to our website and signing up for our email newsletter by clicking the link in the description. By signing up, you'll not only stay in the know about everything going on in the parenting world, but you also get exclusive goodies that are only given to our email subscribers. Additionally, the next time you're looking to buy baby, toddler, or any sort of parenting products, I encourage you to take a look at what we have available. Let me tell you, we're not just out to make a profit, and pride ourselves in our high-quality products and excellent service. All clinical products are laboratory tested to ensure they are 100% safe for you and your baby, which unfortunately isn't something every company can say. Finally, if your question wasn't answered in this video, or there's anything you'd like to say, please let us know by leaving a comment below. I promise that we'll get back to you as soon as we can. You're also welcome to join the parenting community on our website, where you can talk with hundreds of other parents in a matter of minutes. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and here's to making a positive difference in the lives of our children and the world as a whole.